When you use Google Chrome, you may realize that your computer is running a little bit slower. That's because Google Chrome takes a lot of RAM, especially when you have extensions. So I'm going to show you how to address that problem and make your computer run a little bit faster. Ultimately, we need to get our computer running as fast as we can so we're not wasting a lot of time for pages to load and that kind of thing. So when I open up my task manager here, you can see 2/3 of my RAM are taken, and a big chunk of that is going to be Google Chrome. Now Screencast-O-Matic's taking a lot, but as soon as I turn that off, I'll be fine. All of that will be freed up. Sophos is also running in the background. Sophos does take a lot. This is part of our virus protection, but it's taking up a little bit more right now because it is scanning in the background. When it's done with the scanning, this number will go down as well. So right now, my computer's running a little bit slow, and 2/3 of the memory is gone, and I asked the computer to do something else. It's doing it very slowly. So I want to free up this space because there's nothing I can do with Screencast-O-Matic until I turn it off, and there's nothing I can do about Sophos because that's part of the system, part of our security. So let's go ahead and attack the RAM usage in Chrome. This is really easy to do. All you have to do is come up to your extensions icon and click on that. Come down to Manage Extensions, and it will take you to the extensions page. Now you see I have a lot of extensions, and all I need to do is turn off any extensions I'm not working on. Every single one of these extensions is taking some RAM. So I'm going through and I'm turning any of the ones. Actually, I'm using this one, so I'll leave that one on. I'm using this one, I'll leave it on. I come to this one for GoGuardian, and it's on, but I can't click on it. So when I see this symbol, this little building inside of a circle, that means that this is set up by the administrator, and you can't turn it on and off. It's part of our security, so you don't have an option on those. But everything else I can turn off. So I'm gonna pause the video for a second. I'm gonna turn off all my extensions. I'm gonna close out Chrome and open it back up, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I just relaunched Chrome, and I'm gonna bring up my task manager again, and I freed up almost 10%, at least 8% of my memory. And if you notice, Chrome is no longer the biggest resource hog. Screencast-O-Matic is, and when I turn it off, when I stop this video, all of that will be freed up. So my memory should be down below 50%, which is where you want to keep it if you can. So that's a huge improvement. So just turning off those extensions will save your computer a lot of RAM. It'll make it run smoother. I know there are a lot of resources, a lot of extensions that are great to use. When you need them, turn them back on. But when you're not using them, make sure they're turned off, or just remove them if it's one that you never use. Because yeah, you can see that's a huge difference. That was 800 and something before, now it's down to less than half. So that's impressive. Now, depending on which tabs you have open, that may go up and down. It's going to fluctuate, but huge saving on RAM. Now, for people who are running older PCs, this won't really work for Chromebooks that well, but for people running older PCs or PCs with lower amounts of RAM, one of the things you need to do is come into your settings. So, Skinny Snowman, click on Settings, go down until you see Advanced, and click on that. And then you're going to see System. So I'm going to scroll down until I find System. These are the settings I highly suggest you have. Continue running background apps when Chrome is closed. By default, that is on. And so you're going to need to turn it off, because with that being on, even when I close out Chrome, there are still going to be applications running in the background taking up RAM. And if you are low on RAM or you have an older computer, that's going to slow you down. So turn that off. You do want to use hardware acceleration when available. That'll actually speed it up when possible. So that's my suggestion is set your system up like this. It will run a little smoother, especially if you're running an older PC. So hopefully this video has been helpful, and thank you for watching.